Hi there. Welcome to the Curious Collective podcast, conversations designed for the conscious community to bring awareness to those holistic practices to help you live your best life. So tap into the wisdom and knowledge of our guests to extract what you need to heal, transform, and live as your true soulful self. Welcome, listeners. Today you have me, Katie Chisholm, talking to you about the root chakra. So, as promised in episode 24, that was about the basics of chakras. I am going to come on for my next 7 episodes, in amongst other amazing guests, to teach you about the chakras. So I'm really excited today to work with you around the base chakra or the root chakra. So for those of you that are watching via YouTube, you will also get visuals with yours. So when we look at the root chakra, we're looking at our roots, our groundedness, our connectedness to self. So root chakra is all around the body, our foundations, our survival, our nourishment, our trust, our health, our safety, security, survival, where we're meant to be in this earth, where we're meant to be in our body. So the Sanskrit word for root chakra is Muladhara, meaning origin or root. So as a plant needs its roots in the ground to survive, as does our psyche. So if we are in a survival state of fight and flight all the time, what happens is our energy goes up into our higher chakras. So we're not actually grounded into our bodies or grounded into the earth. So we really, have a lot of things that might go wrong within the basic programs of the root chakra, which I'll go into a bit more soon. So if anyone was wanting to do any energy work or chakra work or inner work on themselves around this sort of stuff, my advice would be to start here, because we need the foundations of the root chakra to be in balance in order to bring all of the other main chakras into balance also. So let's visit this a bit more. When we look at the elemental alchemy of the chakras, we look at earth being the element for the root chakra. So think of the big, sturdy, resilient trees with their big, beautiful, chunky root systems into the earth. Now, chaos can reign around them, storms, all sorts of things, but they still stand strong because they're rooted into the ground. And if you go out and connect and go for a walk in nature, or you go camping or something like that, or you go to the ocean and you stick your feet in the sand and the waves just wash up over you, you instantly feel grounded and you're back into your body again. So this beautiful time in nature can help us if we're doing any root chakra work. Now, the color associated with this chakra is red. So think of a beautiful deep red color. The symbology of this chakra, if you were to Google root chakra, and have a look at the images that come up for you, is a 4-petal lotus. And the buzzwords around this, like I said before, were all nourishment, safety, security, survival. So this chakra symbolizes a connection to home, to our body, to self. Our soul chooses to come into this world, and it chooses to come into a physical body, so we can't neglect or forget about that. We can be off doing work in the other realms, or doing lots and lots of meditation, floating around in this place of Zen, but we were actually came here to live on earth school and be in this body, so let's not forget about that. So we have a sense of security through the root chakra, like, where do I belong? Who are my tribe? So sometimes those that have been in a job like the military or the police or anything really where you've been part of a team or a tribe or a family, and then maybe forced to leave that job or medically separated from that job or something, or if you were doing a sport, a professional sport of some sort, and then got an injury that led you to then not be able to continue within that sport, you're then stripped of what that was for you and that family and you've got to try and find your grounding, your tribe, your roots, your foundations again. That chapter's gone. Now you've got to try and rediscover and find this foundational new or true version of self. So that can be that. Or if you were caught up in all the hype of the last 2 years and there was a lot of segregation between family and friends, you might be finding that again, or finding who your actual soul tribe are, those that love and appreciate for who you are at that true authentic level. So the challenges of this chakra include body image issues, foundations. So you might have had a bit of a tricky childhood. Survival, you might have been through a lot of traumas, and you have had to really live in survival mode rather than thriving mode. So you've always had to go through a lot of battles, and the challenges have been quite real. Issues with grounding yourself, like I spoke into before, where you're always sort of off with the fairies, or life's pulling all your energy upwards and you're unable to feel the flow throughout all of the chakras. Trust, you may have mistrust issues where in the past your trust in others or faith in others has been removed through an incident, and so that's building trust with others, and also trust within self. If there's a lot of shame and guilt around particular things that have happened in your past, this is rebuilding trust within self. Health, if you've been through a lot of really big health battles, health is one where immune suppression is quite an issue within the root chakra. So if there's a root chakra imbalance, you might get sick all the time, things like that, which we'll go into a bit more soon. Family, if there's been a lot of upheaval or loss within the family unit, or divorces, separations, things like that, this can also wreak havoc with the root chakra. And prosperity, so finances and money issues and all that sort of wealth stuff comes into root chakra as well. So if you're scraping from paycheck to paycheck and money is always a stressor for you, there's some root chakra work that can be done around that as well. So with all of the root chakras, they have a developmental phase, and the root chakra actually develops within you from the womb to 12 months old. So if you were to look at the physical growth of a child or yourself within the womb, you were supported in there. Everything just came to you. You didn't have to do anything, because the parent, nourished their body well, hopefully, or, looked after their body. You weren't damaged in any way in there. You were just growing in this beautiful, safe space. But when you're brought out into the world, and for your first 12 months, you are 100% relying on your caregivers, may that be your parents, grandparents, whoever your caregivers are. So this is where you build trust or mistrust, because your nourishment either comes or it doesn't. Your warmth either comes or it doesn't. Your bonding, your love from another either comes or it doesn't. And also the motor development of your body, is that supported or is it not? So these foundational things all contribute to the development of your root chakra. So from the womb to 12 months. So that is super interesting to keep in mind as well. Now, each of our chakras have what's called a demon of that chakra, or something that can really create upheaval. And the demon of the root chakra is fear. So if we think over the last 2 years in particular, in the world, there's been a lot of fear and anxiety energetically around. So you can inadvertently be pulled into that vortex or choose not to, right? So when we combat fear, we strengthen our root chakra, or when we live in fear, we weaken it, and we're unable to get that foundation, the stability, the grounding, all the goodness that comes with root chakra balancing. So this can be fear of not fitting in. This can be fear of, where am I going to live? Like, people were being kicked out of rentals because everyone was selling their houses because the market was so great, but then there was no rentals to go into, right? So this is this upheaval of those that are left homeless, or a separation, and then you've got to go somewhere else. So the groundedness of having a beautiful, safe place to come home to each night, where there is warmth and nourishment, can create upheaval. Job, there was a lot of job loss, which caused money issues when we spoke about prosperity and wealth being linked to root chakra. The fear of being alone, that's alone within self, and alone, but not having the ability to create relationships with others, which we move into with sacral chakra work. And fear of failure, if you're a perfectionist. or even fear of death. Like if you're fearing death, and this is a constant battle every day, you know, and that also is going to lead to huge imbalances within the root chakra. So some of the expressions within this chakra are anger, anxiety, fear, and obsessive worry. So we create imbalances. So what we'll go into now is how that sits within the body. So if we were to look at the root chakra anatomically, where in the body is that? So we're looking around our sacrum, our adrenal glands, our feet, legs, hips, bones, large intestine, our anus, and our skin. So anywhere from the sort of bum down, and our skin is part of root chakra. So skin things like psoriasis and eczema and things like that can be linked to everything I've just spoken about and about to speak into. So a chakra, as I mentioned in episode 24, if you want to go back and visit that, can be overactive or excessive, too much energy in there, spinning too fast, or it can be underactive or deficient. So not spinning fast enough. There's just no energy in there. It's like or it can be balanced. So let's aim to get them balanced. So let's talk into that a bit more. So an overactive root chakra can look psychologically like a fear of change, aggressive behaviors, might have a hoarding problems, obsession with routines and security, overly strict boundaries, and this can be with self and with others, greed, materialism, obsession with money. So you might work to bring in all this money, but you know, it's not bringing much to your life to value. It's just this cyclic obsession with. So physically within the body, this can manifest as weight issues, so obesity, overeating, addictions sit within the root chakra, sleeping too much, fatigue, low energy, and heavy feet. So just sort of slumping around, real lethargy, feeling quite heavy in your body. So let's go to the flip side of that. So that one was overactive, spinning too fast. If we go underactive, so not much energy within that chakra or energy center at all, psychologically, this is where fear sits, insecurity, really flighty, so quite flightiness, anxiety, inability to focus, disorganization, poor self-discipline, really poor boundaries. You let people just walk all over you. Poor sense of self. You know, who am I? Where do I belong? What is my right to be here? Everyone has a right to be here, right, on this earth. And financial problems. Money is always an issue. And that can be you blocking it yourself, right? Blocking the abundance from coming in. Physically within the body, this can manifest as frequent illness, so really super suppressed immune system, insomnia, unable to sleep, eating disorders, constipation, the holding of the blocked root chakra, pain in the feet and legs. You know, you wake up and you've got restless leg syndrome, really a slow lack of energy within that area. Bone disorders and skin issues, like I spoke into before, with the eczema, psoriasis, things like that, is blocked root chakra. So if you're listening right now and you've just taken all that in, just take a nice big deep breath in through the nose and release. I'm going to talk about what it feels like to have a balanced root chakra. So a balanced root chakra, you feel at ease with life. You're connected deeply to the earth, to yourself, to having the right to be here, to belong. You're strong in yourself, feel centered, abundant. You feel abundant in all areas of life. Money, love, relationships, all the things. You trust, you're really trusting in self and others, and you're able to relax. So a lot of people that have root chakra issues need to be on the go all the time, doing something all the time, feeling productive, or feeling like, you know, can't put the phone down. Your way of relaxing might be watching television or watching your phone. If you're one of those highly strung entrepreneurial types, you might even think that listening to a podcast or an ebook or something is like, I need to just keep my brain going. I need to keep learning. Sometimes it's beautiful to just find peace in the stillness, to just sit and be with self without the need to always be doing something. If you have an inability to relax, maybe look at some root chakra balancing activities. Awesome. So we're going to talk into just a couple right now. And I also have an ebook. And I'll pop the link to here in the comments of wherever you're listening to this podcast. So some ways to balance is eating protein and root vegetables, getting a really decent sleep. Massage is really great because it moves the energy around. And this is even something you can do yourself with self-massage of the, legs. Get some beautiful grounding essential oils and just massage that into your legs and feet and that sort of root chakra area. Physical exercise is really great for your root chakra. Being barefoot as much as possible on the earth and grounding, getting outdoors. Yoga. If you're going to do yoga, do your firm base poses, which my beautiful friend Shan from Kaya Flow has given us some suggestions as well, which I'll go into. So some mantras that you might use for your root chakra is, my body is well cared for and appreciated. My feet are firmly rooted to the earth. I feel at home in my body. My life is abundant. I am safe, strong, and alive. There are many more. Just type in root chakra affirmations or mantras into Google or Spotify. There's even some that they sing it to you through Spotify is beautiful. So activities, stamping and jumping, stamping feet and jumping is really good because it helps to wake up the energy within the legs. So helps to bring vibrational energy in through that area of your body physically where the root chakra energy sits. Jogging's really good, or yogging if you've seen Anchorman. Walking in nature, walking barefoot, massage as I mentioned earlier, and gardening. Get out there in your garden and your hands in the dirt and get your garden on. If you don't have the ability to have your own garden, get into one of the community gardens that they've got, or go and do some volunteer work at your local botanical gardens. They even do programs like that. Essential oils and aromatherapy are really great. Our limbic system and our olfactory are fantastic for anchoring in affirmations and mantras to help support and bring balance to our chakras. So if you're wanting to do some root chakra work with essential oils or aromatherapy, some oils that you can work with are those that are from trees or roots and resins. So these might look like frankincense. It's from a tree in Somalia as the resin. Vetiver is like a Haitian grass, like a root. It smells actually like the earth, like a deep earthly smell. And it's the oil of centering and descent. So it's going to bring you, like it's going to center you and bring you down into your body. Patchouli is beautiful as the oil of physicality. So if you're working with body issues or you've actually been a little bit detached from body and mind, this oil is going to help to bring you into your body, to be here and feel that. Sandalwood, myrrh, Buddhawood, and cedarwood. Cedarwood's really good. Cedarwood's the oil of community. So if you're feeling a bit detached or looking for soul tribe or wanting to do some more work around creating community for yourself to feel like you belong, you might want to work with cedarwood. If you want any more information with aromatherapy and the oils, connect in with me and I'll support you with that. Some of the crystals that you could use to do some root chakra work might be your obsidians, that really deep black one, tourmaline, red tiger's eye, and garnet. Garnet's beautiful. It kind of looks a bit black, but if you hold it in the light, it's red, and there's this deep, beautiful red that glows through, tapping into that red, earthy, elemental alchemy of the root chakra. So there are sounds that can be linked to each of the chakras. So sound creates a beautiful resonance within the body, and a lot of healing can come from sound. If you've ever been to one of those sound bowl workshops where they've played the bowls and you've just felt this beautiful resonance through the body. So there's a mantra that works with the root chakra, and it's LAM, and it goes LAM. And it's a deep and it's beautiful. You can actually look up root chakra mantra and you'll be able to hear some of the beautiful Tibetan monks just really deeply and lengthening like long mantras. Drums are really great for root chakra. So you can look up earthly tribal rhythms. can play a drum yourself. Latin American music is fantastic for the root chakra as well. So the real earthy, tribal type music is fantastic for root chakra balancing. So the beautiful Sean from Kaya Flow has given us 3 yoga poses that you can work with to help with root chakra balancing. And those are a deep squat. So if you have the flexibility or ability to take yourself down into and sit within a deep squat, this obviously is going to get you nice and close to the earth. It's also super grounding within your body as well. A standing forward fold. So this one's really great because your feet are connected to the earth, your legs are strong and sturdy like a tree, but what you're actually doing is you're leaning forward. So you're allowing that earthly stability to come up through the legs, but you're just surrendering through the top of the body. And then the third one that Sean has suggested is mountain pose or Tadasana. This one here, if you look any of those up, if you're not able to see the physical version of this, is just beautiful and strong through your body like a mountain. Shoulders are up and back, tucked down, and you're just connecting to breath in through your body. So yoga is definitely not just about stretching, it's about connecting to self through breath and through movement and connecting down into your body. So today we have covered some of the main things that the root chakra sort of symbolize and the main areas of issues that it can bring up throughout your body. We've gone through what an overactive and an underactive chakra might present like in your body. We've also gone into some beautiful ways to balance out the root chakra. And I do hope that you have gained something from this short podcast. And should you have any questions at all, tap in and connect in with me, because we do chakra education programs and workshops where you can deepen over a duration of time and also get chakra analysis and aura scans to see where you're at right now, so you can strengthen and bring a bit more energy or balance out in particular areas. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next time.